going to have to learn to sift through these. New ones will always come on top. If you have your notifications on your devices for Google Classroom, you get a notification when I post something new. And I'll always try to mention these in any screencast that I make. This is where you'll find your assignments. So for us, we're not turning things in on Blackboard. You're finding assignments, reading about assignments, completing assignments, and submitting assignments all through Google Classroom through this classwork section. This is what looks different if some of you have not seen Google Classroom since the summer. So class activities are things that we will do along the way. Those are the pieces that are not built in yet. And I won't try to overwhelm you with them, that probably every week there'll be something that we'll do as a class activity. This week, it's you using Seesaw, the app, to have a picture of yourself taken, and then for you to add some labels to it so that we can get to know each other. And you're also going to record a little post of yourself reading. So how do you find out how to do all of this? You touch the name of the assignment, and then you look for the instructions, and then you'll see some bare bones instructions probably on this page, but when you actually click on the assignment document itself, that's where you're going to find lots of the details. So the Seesaw assignment, it's pretty detailed because I have to get you into our classroom and get you working with Seesaw if you've never used it before. So what you'll do is you'll just read through these directions, and hopefully everything will work. And I've tried to include some pictures of how to do things and how to get things working. That's the QR again that you saw before. And then how to do the assignment, and then how to submit it. Everything. If you ever have questions, then you just email me and you ask. Or you can even add a class comment, and everyone will see that, and people might be able to answer your question for you. We are looking at the teacher view of Classroom, so that student work section you may not have on your end. Then we will also do some discussion posts. Pretty much what these will be about. These will be about you finding some things online that are related to classroom management and posting links to those and kind of a short commentary about what you found. Because the internet's just full of so much great stuff that's related to classroom management, and I want us as a team to sort of sift through what's there and find some of the very best things. So you'll post and you'll comment on peers' posts. And where are the directions for all of this? They're on the assignment. So again, when you click the assignment, you go to the question, it says see the directions in the assignment page. You click on the document, and it explains to you what you're supposed to be doing, how you do it, how much it's worth. There's a rubric. It's all built to explain what we do. But if you have questions, you just ask. Next is our article reading journal. There's lots to read, and I do want to hold you accountable for the reading and give you a reason to do the reading beyond this is going to make me a better teacher. And to motivate you to read. So here's what the reading journal looks like. Everyone has their own copy of this, and there are actually about 28 or 29 articles in our schedule, which is a huge amount. So I'm asking you to write a little bit about 20 of those. There are some rules, like for example, where you'll type in the article title that you've read, and you'll write a 100 to 150 word reflection. It'll go in that box. So you'll actually type into this document. Google Classroom will make a copy of one for you that's yours, that's shared with me, and you'll type your reflection into that line. And then you'll choose a next article from the schedule and the next. So the rules work like for number 1 through 5 here on the journal, the articles you choose must be from weeks 1 through 4 of the schedule. If you go back and look at weeks 1 through 4, there's more than 5 articles to choose from. So we won't all be reading the exact same articles all the way through. We may have some conversations. I may say, hey, everyone, please make sure you choose this article from this section. I do want everyone to read the very first one that's in week 1, the don'ts and don'ts, because I just think that it will be something that you'll really take a lot away from. What do you write? You write about 2 takeaways, 2 things that you want to remember from the article that you think, yeah, that was really significant, that stood out to me, and I want to hold on to that, and that's what you're writing about. And you get 5 points for each takeaway, 10 points per article. It adds up to 200 points. A whole lot of reading and a little bit of writing along the way. Do be sure that when I read your reflection that I can tell where each takeaway is. Don't combine the takeaways into a paragraph that makes it difficult for me to be able to figure out, well, where's the first takeaway and where's the second one? So feel free to use topic sentences, things like that, to make it clear to me, hey, this is my first takeaway, and here's why I think this is important for classroom management. Here's my second takeaway, etc. And I'll be grading these as we move along and giving you some feedback so that you understand exactly what to do. Next are the classroom management plans. These are divided into 4 pieces because as we study some aspects of classroom management, then after we've had our, we've done our screencasting and our reading and our activities, then you'll be ready to create the plan. So feel free to look through these 4 and read about what you'll be creating. Again, you find the instructions. As far as, well, am I using a Google document to make this? Am I making a website, a portfolio? I'm going to do a screencast that gives you some options, but pretty much these are the things that you'll be creating, and these are the rubrics for each of the classroom management plans. And I'll leave it to you to go through and look at the rest of those and think ahead about what's coming. And then the final big assignment is a models of management presentation. And that 9th week, we'll be ready to learn about known theories of classroom management, because not everyone thinks about management in the same ways. And there are some people in history who have really figured something out or put something together in research in a way that makes it stand out. So we're going to study those. There is a way for you to sign up for which model that you would like to study. So this is the main document, the set of directions for exactly what you're doing, what you'll be doing. This is the link at the top where it says link to sign up page. You'll use that link to go to another document where you'll sign up for the model that you want to research and create a presentation for. I've got a little tips presentation for you here about when you're making a visual presentation, what are some ground rules you should follow for this assignment and for all visual presentations that you make. Some of you who have had me in class before will remember doing that. And then there's a link to the sharing document because you guys will all create your models as we approach week 9. And then by the very beginning of week 9, all of your screencasting and presentation creation should be done so that we can spend the week 9, looking at other people's work. So you'll be studying one model and becoming the expert on that model and building a presentation and a screencast that will teach about that model. And then you'll spend week 9 watching everybody else's screencast to learn about all the different models. These will help you because one of the last classroom management plan assignments is to write a philosophy of classroom management. And I do want to see your exposure to some of these models reflected in your philosophy. Plus, you might hear of a model that you just think is fantastic and you want to incorporate it into your own classroom management strategies and plans. Going back to Google Classroom to see what else we've got. That's the end. So you're looking at all the major assignments right here. People should be a list of all the people. You see me twice because I'm in it as the teacher and I have myself enrolled as a student so I can see things from your perspective if I need to. And then I'm just going to jump over real fast and show you the student view because I want to make sure that you understand that it's possible for you to see your grades. So now we're looking at me as a student in this class. And under classwork, you'll notice at the very top in the right hand corner is a little shape of a person. It looks like on a clipboard. And so it shows all the things that have been assigned to me as a student, and as those are graded, you should see grades. So it'll always be possible for you to know how am I doing in this class. Now, Google Classroom doesn't average for you, so you'll have to actually do the math and average your grade as you go along. Every once in a while, I'll do that and send you a little, hey, here's what your grade is, just so I have a record that I'm doing that. But for the most part, it's going to be up to you to keep up with your own grade average. You really should do grade on everything, to be honest with you, because there's no mystery as to how things will be graded. Great work, according to the rubrics and the directions, should earn all the points. With maybe a few small exceptions if there's a typo or proofreading errors or maybe something was done hastily. Try not to let that happen. But it should not be a big mystery about, gosh, what does Mr. Ward want or what does he think is important? I've tried to lay it all out for us really clearly. I think this is all you need to know. As far as this week is concerned, let's go back and look at the schedule and I'll talk to you about what you need to do for this week and then we'll let that happen. So I'm going to go back to the stream, and I'm going to scroll down to the bottom to those important class documents, and the one that's probably most important right now is the schedule. So here we are, week 1, we're doing the course introduction. You're going to read the don'ts and don'ts of teaching, and you're going to get a jump start on that reading journal and do your very first reading journal entry so I can let you know, hey, you're doing this well, or hey, here's what you should do to make this a little bit better. You're going to join Google Classroom. You're going to find access to that digital text because you're going to need it by week 3. I sent most of you that were enrolled last week, I sent you a survey, and I think about 10 of you have done it. Some of you have enrolled since I sent that email out. So if you've not filled out my short survey about you, and you have not taken the course pre-assessment, it's not long, then press the link button, and that'll take you to that Google form that you can fill out. And then your assignment is to do that Seesaw picture and Hello audio assignment that's posted to Google Classroom. Again, just not to be repetitive, but some of you are brand new. If there's an assignment, that means you go to classwork, and you should find it there. There it is, Seesaw picture and audio Hello. How do I do this? I don't know what to do. You look for the instructions, and you read, and then you read, and then there's even a video here that'll show you exactly how to get in the Seesaw class and how to get started on your assignment. I even modeled the assignment for you. And I'll just jump over to Seesaw so you can see kind of what that looks like. Oh, there it is. So here's our class, and this is what you're making. You're going to have someone take a picture of you, and then using tools that you'll find in Seesaw, you're going to add these labels and tell us a little bit about yourself through the labels, and then you'll also record an audio hello, and you'll post this so that we can all see it. You should find your names over here on the side. If you just enrolled, I haven't added you, but I'm going to double check today to make sure all is there.
Hi class, this is my 2 minutes
audio
about
play.
This is my 2 minutes about me.
All right, so you'll record a couple of minutes about yourself, and that'll be my way and your way to see, well, who's in this class and what do we have in common. So I'm going to sign off now. You've got lots to do, and hopefully this little screencast will help you get a good start. And you'll hear from me again when we get close to the beginning of next week, and I'll be sending out a little Nearpod activity for you to do. And let's see, and you'll be doing some more reading next week as we talk about the foundations of management. Oh, one more thing. I am teaching this class to undergrads live every Tuesday and Thursday from 10:50 to 12:05. If you're ever just bored and you want to come hang out with us, you're welcome to come. We meet in 234 in Mashburn, and you could come in and see what happens when all this stuff is done in person. I try to model some management in my classroom, and since we're all together live, we're able to do some role play and some case studies and things like that. I'm going to do my best to integrate that into our course. As far as are they doing the same thing that the grads are doing, a little bit. I'm trimming some stuff for them just because they're undergrads. All right, have a great week, and hopefully everything will be off to a great start, and I'll talk to you soon.